personalized signs for people like me. Huh, how about that? All right, well, I'm back at it. And got dropped off this morning. My aunt, I stayed with her a few days, and I'm on trail now in New Jersey. And I'm not sure exactly how far I'm gonna go. We're just gonna take it one day at a time. And I mean, I have some roundabout goals for myself, but I almost hate to state them one way or the other. But if you enjoy, watching these videos, it really does give me a lot of comfort, when people comment on them or anything. It's just kind of neat, some support out here. I'm anxious to see if I'm going to see people. I'm kind of behind the bubble, people that are going all the way through hiking. I'm kind of behind that big group. I haven't seen anybody yet this morning, but I'm sure I'll run across some folks at some point. But if you care anything about my journey to this point, you can check out the videos there. Greg Peavy is just my name. Of course, if you're watching this, but I hope everyone is well, and I look forward to sharing this with you, and we'll just see how it goes and see what the Lord has in store. So this is Sunfish Pond here in New Jersey. I'm about 4 or 5 miles in, and you can see it's just a path right along the pond. Very rocky, snaky too. I've seen 3 snakes in the last quarter mile probably. They're trying to get out of my way, so nothing to be worried too much about, but just still keep an eye on them. It's beautiful. This whole little area right here is filled with wild blueberries. You see they're smaller than what you might grow in your backyard. This whole little section, blueberry bushes. All right, getting close to the end of a long day, and here's a cooler. I'm hoping it has some water. That'd be awesome. Let's see. All right, moment of truth. Trail magic, Walnut Valley UMC. Let's see how the Methodist did. Nope, bunch of trash. Oh well, that's disappointing. All right, coming up to it's called Mohican Outdoor Center. It's supposed to have a place, have some water and even some snacks and stuff. Wouldn't be bad to have something cold. I don't think I'm gonna stay here tonight, but one of my goals for this trip is to really not be quite as regimented in regards to like making a plan for the next 4 days. I need to have some big goals so I can know when to hit the resupply. But so this is gonna be one of those times. I come up here and maybe I'll stay here. Maybe I'll make dinner and move on or whatever, but we'll see. Well, this place is super nice. I don't know if I can pass up staying here, but I don't know. I feel like a wuss. My first night out, I'm already staying at a place, but I guess that's an opportunity though, huh? I don't know. We'll see. There's Mount Katahdin. That's the end of the Appalachian Trail right there. Well, this is going to be home for tonight. Maybe I'll find my thrill. All you Fats Domino fans. Pretty nice little setup. Completely by myself, at least right now, but kitchen back here. kind of commons area and bathrooms and showers. Wow, oh well, pretty nice.
In my thoughts I've seen rings of smoke through the trees and the voices of those who stand looking.
End of a good day. Little dip in a pond. Absolutely beautiful morning this morning up here on this ridge in New Jersey. Hadn't seen many people. I was thinking, I knew I would be behind the what we call the bubble of hikers going north to Katahdin, but I guess I'm like way behind them in the sense that there's nobody. I did see a no-bower yesterday, but he moved on, and but he said he hadn't seen any other northbounders, so he may be the tail end. And then I saw a southbounder and talked with her. I think she's at the front of the southbound group, so I should be running into southbounders here. There's just not nearly as many southbounders, but that was kind of cool because she was able to tell me what I have to look forward to, and I was able to tell her what she has to look forward to. And so anyway, that's what's going on here. My bag way down there. Leaving the fire tower, thought I'd share, help me remember, and if anybody cares. I will say this little anecdotal note though. I'm always paranoid about talking too much, and especially when I'm out here by myself. I'm like, I look back on the videos and I think I am just rambling. But Paula encourages me. She says, just be you, do you. People don't have to watch it. And I thought, oh, that's true. So if I share too much, you don't have to watch it. I don't mean that ugly, I'm just saying. But to update you, only new piece of gear I got for this trip is this little water bottle holder. It's a little bit different. It gives me a little more stability with that water. Because I had just the two little straps that were holding the bottles, and it would fall from time to time. And then the other thing that's going on is, you know, I had the trip planned and plane ticket bought, and about a week before my flight, I cracked a tooth. And so my dentist was awesome. He helped me navigate through that, and so I had it extracted, had it pulled. And so today is 10 days from the time it was pulled. So it's feeling fine. I just have to be careful chewing and all that kind of stuff. But nice little spring coming right out of the side of the mountain. That was a really nice spring. Didn't even have a pipe or anything. It was just 100% natural, just coming right out of the mountain, easy to grab. And because it was coming straight out of the mountain, it was probably safe to drink, but you know, just the few seconds it takes to filter is not worth the risk of getting sick. So I cameled up, what we say. I just drank as much as I could right now because I think I got a good number of miles until the next stop. And I'm carrying about a liter right now. All right, Rhett, man, this is for you. Rhett's my grandson. He likes watching beavers. We'll pull up videos. So this is the dam. See the dam, how it's holding the water back? The beavers did all that. And then you can see their den out there in the water. So they swim up under there and live in there. Beavers are what we call keystone species because they did this, they created this whole habitat for fish and birds and bugs and plants and all kind of stuff. So they kind of hold it all together. If it wasn't for them, this would be gone. So that's a beaver dam. And this is a beaver pond with a bunch of lily pads. This is an example of a beaver chewing a tree. This is an old one. It's not very fresh or anything, but those beavers just chew all this up and then they have a little piece and it falls. I think that's the tree right there. And then they take it out there and either use it for their den or their nest or whatever you want to call it. Well, just saw my first bear. Of all states, they say New Jersey has more bears. Somebody said maybe the smoke, I don't know. But anyway, they said there's a lot of bears in New Jersey. And I'm glad it saw me because it was right up here by the trail. Scared the mess, it took off that way. But I'm glad I wasn't close to him when I startled him, or her. Didn't seem to be too big of a bear, but all right, first bear. Definitely too quick to get a picture of it. That was crazy. I was looking for the bear and that deer was standing right there. There's the bear. Go on, bear. Hey. Well, that was cool. It was like I was in a Disney movie or something. So I came up on that bear. It took off. While I'm looking for it, I noticed there's a deer on the other side of the trail. And then while I'm watching the deer, that's when I saw the other bear. And I think I got some video of it. But anyway, and then I come up on two more deer, a buck and a doe, and the buck just sat there and let me just watch him. It was so cool. One of them little God wink moments. That was awesome. Now this said it was going to be a water source, and it's technically water, but man, that is some stagnant stuff. I was planning on getting water, but I don't need it bad enough to deal with that. Out and moving this beautiful day. You know, I started editing the first part of the video last night that I'll hopefully send up in a few days, but this is a different phone than I had last time. And one thing that's neat about it, well, I don't know, hopefully it won't be annoying on your end if anybody's watching it, but if I'm listening to music, it used to cut off, the music you would cut off when I was recording. Oh, there's a deer, there's 3 deer. And what was I saying? But now if I'm playing music, it keeps it there. And so it's kind of like a soundtrack. So anyway, that might be annoying, but you also get I guess a glimpse into what I'm listening to. Ain't no telling what I might be listening to, but it's a beautiful day today. Trying to make it to a shelter. Slept pretty good last night. No complaints. Just, we'll see. So this is a little restaurant, but they have where hikers can get water from the spigot out back. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. It's when I truly have that homeless feeling, but I appreciate all the support I can get. All right, so this place is just straight off the trail, so I can't pass this up. It says it's Southern Barbecue. We'll see. About an hour and a half until they open, but I only have about 7 miles to the shelter, and it's only 9:30, so I think I'm gonna hang out and enjoy the day. I ended up waiting 2 hours for that place to open. It was good, very good barbecue. The dude, it says Southern Barbecue, and he's actually from Cherokee County, Georgia. So I think he was originally from here, then lived down there a while, but that's where he learned all his barbecue stuff, and then he's just cooking it the same way up here. So it was really good. The Brunswick stew is not what I think of as Brunswick stew, but I'm not gonna lie to you, when I came up on this fire tower, I thought, oh Lord, not again. I thought I'd turned around. But nope, this is a different tower. I'm not sure, but I think that might be a birch tree. Maybe, I don't know. It looks different, and if it is, that's the first one I've seen.